Hello and welcome to Lockdown Biz Stories. And in this mini video series, I'm introducing you to our Cocoon members and finding out how they are coping during lockdown and how it's impacting their business. And also they're sharing tips with you on how to get through this challenging time. So today I'm joined by Samantha Acton, who's the founder of Domestic Angels Franchising. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for the invitation, Erin. It's a great pleasure.
You're welcome. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, so I help people to take control of their time, lives and money through our products and philosophy. The franchise business is a domestic cleaning service, home help, helping people in their homes, and our franchisees have staff who go out and deliver that, and they run a home-based business that's part-time based from home. So it's a really good life balance, work-life balance choice that's quite long in the way it works. So it's a good investment right up front. The other thing that we have on offer is Paxam, which is a piece of software. It's a smart diary, which enables small businesses to be more efficient and then keep on top of their bookkeeping with minimal pain. So those are the two primary things that we have on offer.
And so how have you been affected during lockdown?
Okay, so as you can imagine, helping people in their homes has become a little bit of a hot topic since, well, the beginning of March, when people started to learn about social distancing. So this was before lockdown. So there was a big attrition rate for the franchisees' businesses where people like yourself, Erin, said, oh, I don't want you round because we shouldn't have people round anymore. So you saw the non-essential clients suspend their services, and that brought us down to a skeleton amount of customers, if you like, who were vulnerable, and key workers, people who are working in the hospitals, in the NHS, or delivering care, who really need to continue because you know, they're doing a really tough job, as are all of you, I'm sure, but they need some support so that they don't become ill themselves. And with our vulnerable clients, it's quite often the case that they don't see anybody else, and in particular during lockdown, their family aren't allowed to go round. And go round to the front door and put a meal on the doorstep, but not go in the household. We can go in the household. So we've adapted there. So yes, it's impacted on that front. In terms of the software, it's actually been a pickup rate because people have got time to think and make changes, which when they're usually running at a rapid rate of knots, it's, no, don't need to do the change. it's actually been a pickup time. So it's quite interesting and on different levels.
Fantastic. And how are you managing to work on your business? Because you've got kids, haven't you, at home?
Yeah. Okay, so that's fairly straightforward because my lad is 19 and he's actually come home from university. So we got him home just before lockdown, along with all of his garbage. That's the hardest thing, is having another adult with their life inside your house on top of what you already have, because you get used to not having them there. So we've given him the living room as his office, if you like, so that he can do his studies, and he's got all of his screens up because he's doing an engineering degree, so he can go there. But it's also full of an awful lot of his stuff, and he's got the garage as well where he's got his gym because he's a sports person. So on the whole, that's been relatively easy, but there's a friction. So it's a little bit different to having little kids, younger kids at home, where you know the relationship is constant and ongoing. It's about having another adult in who's got their own life and their own ideas about how things are going to be, and yeah, diplomacy. Endless. So the biggest trick is to try and find somewhere that can be your own, so we all get our own space. So my own space actually is out here in the office. You can see Stump. I come out here. Unfortunately, it is the place I work, which I love, but it doesn't give me a place I can go on my own that is downtime. However, just before lockdown, I joined in the panic buying, and I went out and I panic bought 3 bags of carrots and a jacuzzi. So the jacuzzi's in the garden, and that's my escape. I get in there every evening and just don't talk to me.
Oh, that sounds absolutely wonderful. I would love a jacuzzi right about now. And so for those women who are in the community who are at home, and especially those who have got younger kids who they're trying to deal with their education as well, and they're also trying to keep the wheels turning in their business, what would your tip be for them?
Well, Erin, as you know, I'm not one to stop. I power through, and having been in business since 2002, I've already been through the 2008 crash and the consequences. So whilst this is different, there are a lot of common denominators. So I've got some experience here, and it made my business stronger during 2008, and it proved that the model was always strong and resilient. My top tip, this is my better top tip when it's all written down, isn't it? My top tip is actually somewhat more dynamic than perhaps others might be, because I know that this is a moment to take advantage, to land grab and create a stronger structure and get ahead of the curve. So my top tip is, your life purpose is to take advantage of opportunities and not have regrets. And those of you who know me have heard me say that so many times, but it's true. And now it couldn't be more truer. It is the thing to do. We have been able to pivot quite quickly as a result of this. So we've now got a strategic alliance to bring in forensic cleaning into hotels and offices. Now, I wasn't doing that 8 weeks ago, and it didn't even cross my mind. So I've looked, where are the stones, and can I turn them? So we're turning the stones on commercial delivery at quite a high level and detailed level. We're turning the stones on what we're doing with the software. We're turning the stones on health and safety delivery within the existing franchise offering. So it's an awful lot going on. I haven't stopped the entire time. There's always something to do. The opportunities are there. Look for them. In terms of doing it when you've got small kids at home and you're doing the teaching, I understand that. You know, my franchisees, car crash when the teachers sent home the timetables, like, how are you going to do that and run a business? You know, you've got to find a balance. I realise this is a moment in time as well to have that special time with kids that you won't get back again. So you can only push yourself so far. Don't get worn out. Take care of yourself, but don't miss those opportunities. There's everything to play for.
That's brilliant advice. And actually, I'd like to ask you one more question adding on to that.
Yeah.
Is about the fact that a lot of women I'm speaking to with my mentoring clients and in the cocoon, they're worried about selling right now. They feel like,
selling.
Yes, they feel like they don't want to, you know, take advantage of the situation. That's their mindset. So how can they change their mindset?
So is this selling their products or services, Erin?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we've already pivoted on this front because it's really important that you do. What's happened is we've gone from a long phase over the last 10 to 12 years where marketing has been pain point marketing. Here's your pain, I've got the solution. Yeah, all recognise that? Fine. Okay. What's happened now is people have been put in this lockdown situation where they've been unpicked. They feel vulnerable like you. They're only going to want to buy from people they know. It's the know, like, trust formula, but it's got steroids to it. So the trick is to pivot your marketing and communications so that people are buying from you. They're not buying from your company anymore. They're buying from you. They want to see Erin on video saying, hi, I'm Erin, and this is what I can do for you. They don't want to just see the written word. It's got to be far more personal. And so what you're doing then is you're laying the foundations for people to buy at the point in time they're able to. Now, the point in time able to may be delayed by the fact that they actually need to get out and about to be able to get to you, to get whatever it is they need from you, like profile services, to come in and help people in the home. It might be because they're financially a little bit cautious at the moment because they've gone on to 80% of earnings or even become redundant, those kinds of things. But you're building the relationship now so that when the point comes when they want to buy, they come to Erin or they come to you, they come to Sam because they already know us. If you look in the marketplace, and we did a big test on this 6 weeks ago now, the competitors have disappeared. So if you're not talking at the moment, if you haven't got a presence across the social media platforms, because those are your shop windows, then I tell you what, none of your competitors, they've gone. People just stopped, went, lockdown, boom. No, not at all. Open the door, your shop window is still open, keep building the relationships, then you will be the first person on people's minds when it comes to the time to buy your services or your product. That's my top tip. Pivot your marketing and your communication and do it now. Should have done it yesterday.
Brilliant. And that's at the very beginning of lockdown, one of my Facebook lives was saying the one thing you should be doing for your business right now is staying visible. and that is
Totally.
still the case. It is, I absolutely agree. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Okay,
It's
bye-bye.
a pleasure.